Welcome to another pick a card reading. This time we will be reading from Talking to Heaven by Doreen Virtue and James Van Praagh. Okay, so take 3 deep breaths. And ask your loved one to come through to bring you a message through one of these cards. Pick a card, it's gonna be pick a crystal. So you can either pick through numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can pick through the crystal. We have Rhodonite, number 1, Cinnabar, number 2, it almost has like a little V shape right there, or a C. The next one we have is Fairy Stone, Angelite, almost looks like the edge of a cliff. Beautiful. Or a slice of cake. And the next one is a heart-shaped Merlinite. This one's both the Fairy Stone and the Merlinite are very great for grounding. Cinnabar as well for the root chakra. This is great for communicating with your angels. This one's great for healing grief and love. Malachite, always great for healing grief and love. The more we heal our heart, the easier it is for our loved ones to connect with us from the spirit world. So always heart healing is great, releasing that grief. Okay, so let's get ready. Let's get started. If you picked card number 1, this is your message from your loved one. I am standing next to you. And I'm seeing that a lot of you guys you sense this when they're standing next to you. It could be a slight shiver on your arm or your neck. That just intense feeling of well-being. Sometimes it's a certain smell. Sometimes it's a slight little noise that you hear, maybe even a whisper. So, this is your message from your loved one. As you're reading these words, so am I, because I'm right beside you at this moment. I do respect your privacy and free will choices very much. If you'd like me to give you some space, just say the word and I'll retreat. But for as long as my presence comforts you, I'll stay nearby. Time is very different where I am now, so I'm no longer in a hurry, nor do I need to multitask. I love when you talk with me, and I hope you trust the answers that I send to you through your feelings, intuition, thoughts, and dreams. Our relationship can become even closer now because my old ego defenses aren't as strong as they used to be. I have finally opened my heart fully, and now I can love you as you deserve to be loved. Beautiful message. If that message resonated with you, feel free to leave a comment. And remember, you don't have to always just pick one card. You can pick as many cards as you want. You can pick the whole deck if you want to. But this is number 1. Okay, number 2, Cinnabar. Cinnabar is a great stone for grounding your root chakra, so letting go of the fear of connecting. Sometimes we're afraid to connect to the other side because, we've been taught or conditioned that it is evil or that it is bad. But the spirit world is going to exist with or without your judgment. So, sunflowers. I have no more earthly worries. Sunflowers. I feel like that's something that you are associated with your loved one, is the sunflowers. Even daisies, the little yellow daisies that sometimes grow in gardens and sunsets. Okay, I have no more earthly worries. I have to be honest with you. Life was very stressful for me. I probably should have been more open and forthcoming about my feelings because I held them in most of the time. And that was damaging for me physically and emotionally. I will admit to you now that I was deeply afraid during my life. I was afraid that you and others wouldn't love me if you knew who I truly was. I felt like I was deeply flawed and didn't want you to know. Now that I'm here, though, everything's turned in a completely new direction. I now see that I had nothing wrong with me except my belief that I was flawed. And that belief caused me to act in ways that were hurtful to myself and others. I apologize for hurting you. Poignant. I apologize for hurting you. I thank God that I have no more earthly worries and can now express myself fully to you as I truly am. Now that I no longer am concerned about others' judgments and don't stress about money, work, or day-to-day life, I am completely carefree. That's a beautiful message. There is no more worry. Sometimes we forget to live because we're so worried about, the past or the things that we're doing now. We're worried about the things we've done in the past and how we're going to pay for today and how we're going to live for tomorrow. It's about letting all that go. And as I'm talking to him, this little bird just flew right in front of us. It's beautiful. Okay. Awesome. So if you picked fairy stone is a very grounding stone, and it does connect to the fairy realms. Unag. I send you loving signs through nature. As that bird just flew across right before this, I picked up this card. Beautiful. The butterfly, transformation. And it's like, they spent their life in this cocoon and now they're free. Look for them. They are in everything. The air that you breathe, the earth under your feet, and every living creature, in every person you meet, they are there. So, and it goes a lot deeper than you even think when I say that. When you look into somebody's eyes, that they are in there. It goes much deeper in beyond in the spirit world. How it's possible here in the earthly realm. So, yes, that is me sending you signs of my love and presence. I learned how to do this from the angels and from our other loved ones who are here with me in heaven. Together we send you reminders that you are cared for, watched over, and protected by us. We've sent you birds, dragonflies, butterflies, flowers, clouds, and rainbows. Each time you notice these signs, your body has given you confirmation of who sent them to you. I'm so glad that you're trusting the signs and your body's signals. We are so connected, and that includes our connection through nature. I love you. And every time I think of these, I always think of making a wish. You blow them out and you make a wish. The little dandelions, or I think they're called dandelions. I used to blow on those as a kid all the time and wish. And I think those wishes are finally coming true. Okay, it's always great to make wishes. Angelite next. If you picked Angelite, this is a great stone for connecting to your angels, intuition, communicating with the angels, because it's great for clearing the throat chakra, as I'm finding it hard to communicate right now. Okay, love this image. It was my time to go. That is heaven to me right there. That is heaven to me. This is heaven. It was my time to go. I think many of us have experienced heaven in our lives, and an experience that we thought, this has to be heaven because it doesn't get any better than this. If you haven't experienced it yet, well, guess what? You will experience it. I promise you. Okay, so it was my time to go. I know that it feels like a dream you can't wake up from, but please be reassured that every soul comes into the world at a predetermined time and also exit at the time it is meant for its own growth. When I first came here, it all just seemed too amazing to believe, but now I see there is a larger force and an incredible order to everything in the universe. Every soul has a cosmic plan it must follow. What you might perceive as an accident is merely a step in the cosmic dance. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get this little puppy. Okay, back to this. Sorry, I just thought that was so cute. Yeah, cosmic dance. Dancing is great for connecting with spirit, clearing your chakras, that movement, that vibration, dance. Okay. And the footsteps. It reminds me of this old I don't know if it's like a quote or something or who wrote it, but it says, there was only one set of footprints, not because you walked it alone, but because I carried you. That's what this reminds me of. You were carried at many points in your life. It's about being grateful for the times. That water is beautiful. Okay, dwelling too much on the card. I don't know why I love it so much. Okay, next and final card, number 5. And here we go. This is Merlinite. This is also great for intuition, connecting with intuition. And there is like very little light now. The shade is coming through. Here we go. Oh, I love it. The unicorn. I have a big connection with unicorns. They are the 7th dimensional horse. One of those. As a soul, I can be in several places at once. And remember I was talking about like when you think of your loved one, when you see your loved one, and how they can be in somebody's eyes and it's them. They can be in a bird's, it's them. They can be in so many places at once because energy moves differently than it does here in 3D Earth. Okay, so that one says, without the human body, I am free and I have amazing new abilities. I can travel to any place in almost any dimension with just a thought. It's like living in one of those flying dreams that you and I discussed. So, it's like living in one of those flying dreams that you and I discussed. So I can be with you as often as you need me, and it won't hold back my spiritual growth. If you miss my presence, just say the word and I'm there by your side instantly. Although I'm not technically an angel because I still have my human ego to deal with and learn about, I am like an angel to you. I will do my best to protect you always, and you can count upon my continuing love. I love that. Unicorns, so beautiful, majestic horn. I love that. Soulmate, twin flame, symbolism. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Remember that your loved ones, though they may not be here physically, does not mean that they are not here. And I know that we long for that physical connection because we have attachments. But once we work on our crown chakra, we understand the depth and the pain. It subsides because we understand at a deeper meaning where they are and why it happened. So, okay, that is all. I'm sending so much love to everybody, so much healing love to you all. Healing love to you all. It's Malachite for healing love. Helps with grief. Namaste.